Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan, George for Schizophrenia and Tourette's. So I just went to the gas station. There was a African woman in there. She hugged me. I told her my black friend named Ryan Cherry died from the coronavirus. Because, see, my friend that died name was Ryan Cherry. And he had a sister named Sydney. And then I also asked if she knew Kelly Jeffries or Kelly Roberts, the violin girl. She was like, yes, I know Kelly Jeffries. And I was like, wow, small world, right? And she was like, yeah. See me, Ryan. I was born in a hospital. They diagnosed me with Tourette's when I was 7. I've had 2 seizures before. I've been in 3 psychoses. Only on one day when I was 13 or 14. I did things with a boy named Brian. Just because I was sad because Kelly Jeffries, the violin girl, didn't like me. And I hung out with my friend Ray. Then I went to Forbush School. But first I went to Folsom High. And my stepdad wanted me to be in wrestling. But I didn't join wrestling. Instead, I did some kind of aerobics thing. Then they kicked me out and sent me to Forbush School. On the ground in Maryland Shepherd Pride at a hospital. And I misbehaved there. And my first best friend was a boy named Victor Hill. And sometime just the other day, I sent some money to my black friend Jamal, who talks to Victor, and I have a headache right now. So this black woman hugged me today at the line when I went to get my black M&Ms. Like I said, 9 months ago, I was with a girlfriend with black hair named Blurda. And then Jay told me that she had an STD, this boy named Jay Walko. They told me that my dad should be in jail for playing with my schizophrenia money. See, I used to work at ShopRite, and I have a bank account, but my dad has access to all that. And he just puts money on my account sometimes. And really, I was sick of Alex, who built the playground project that was on Larry King, putting things about me on Ryan George for a ripoff report. And see, Alex was only on one episode of Larry King. And then what he did was done and never talked about again. You don't ever see tweets about Alex's playground. But once a week on Twitter, there's a new tweet where people want to know what happened to Sherolin, and guess who has all those answers? It's Ryan George Fair at 902B Jessica Slayton. And see, only on one day when I was young, I did things with Brian, who is my neighbor that lives in the building next door. And then I had my first kiss with a girl named Emma. I had my first girlfriend, Alicia, when I was 13 or 14. Who is on YouTube. I mean, YouTube is I Love Ryan Fair, and then she has an Instagram. And then I got with my second girlfriend, Brooke Dirks, that has a YouTube channel. A third one named Tanya, who is black. So I've never been racist because I dated a black girl. And I kissed her. A fourth one named Nadia. And then a fifth one named Sabrina that I fingered at my 17th birthday party. And then from the time until I was 17 until I was 20 or 21, I was with Billy Wesley Fouts. Only because my dad George didn't buy me a car or let my friends come over. And he can sit there and blame it on other circumstances. But really, when you're just sitting in this house on Jessica's Lane, I just got involved in Shirley, and that's the only reason why he was my boyfriend. And then after we broke up, me and Billy Wesley Fouts, I did things with Kelly J. Caudill that has a YouTube channel only on one day. It's 9 o'clock. So I did things with Kelly J. Caudill that's on YouTube only on one day. After me and Billy Wesley Phelps broke up. And only on one day when I was young I did things with Brian. I had a girlfriend with black hair 9 months ago named Berta. I never talked to Jeffree Star, even though I'm Ryan George Fair. Or Brandon Rogers, but I talked to Billy Wesley Phelps. But see, it's been, 3 years since I've talked to him, even though he's my ex-boyfriend. And I had a conversation with Gary Lanier sometime, 2.5 years ago. And the last thing I told Gary Lanier was that I just don't like Billy as my ex-boyfriend. And then after that I got with Blurda and I got friend requests from people on Facebook like Manuel. And then Josh Knight noticed my psychosis and told me I was extremely pathetic. I knew Hecate was going to make the air conditioner cold. And then I did things with a girl named Jasmine sometime when I was, I'm 30, and I did things with a light-skinned girl named Jasmine sometime when I was 25 or 26. And I'm 30, and then sometime when I was like 24 is when I was in Extremist Witchcraft Coven, where Jeff would hold knives to my neck and told me that God is a girl that looks like Amy Lee. That chose me to be a witch that follows me around all the time with a knife and a gun. And then, like I said, I have a friend named Brandon Drexler. And then there's a Brandon Jones boy on my Ryan Fair Facebook. And then Jeff McGaney is a person that exists in the world that shouldn't exist, just like the Jerry Green boy at my alternative school Arrow. And then Jared Allen, and then Margie Rubishow and Jeanette Edwards are real too. And so is Jeff McGaney, and so is, and then see, my first best friend was a boy named Victor. And then there's a Jared Allen boy that I talked to on my Ryan Logan winning Facebook. And I blocked Manuel. And then there was this guy that had conversations with me. And then my stepbrother TJ had a girlfriend named Natalia who was light skinned. And another one named Tessa that kissed me. I had a reaction to the Halidol injection that they put me on. And I was real sad when my black friend died. And I have a sim named Curtis winning, and I want to change my name from Ryan George Fair to Ryan Logan winning. And then Margie's son is named Adam Rubishow. And see, there are guys that I talk to on Ryan Logan Winning that want to do things with me. And I would do things with them. Because through psychosis, I figured out that I'm bisexual. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay or bi.